How much pressure do you feel in a situation like that where you're being heavily outshot? It doesn't look like your guys are getting much going offensively the other way.
I don't feel like it's a lot of pressure. Like as long as we have the lead, I think it just helps me just be in it and just shot by shot by shot all the time and just be in the game all the time. I think it's worse being like Birdie was just letting a few goals in, had a deficit, and had like 15 shots against for a long time.
Just a couple more. Obviously, you got your first NHL win there recently. Congrats on that.
Thank you.
And got to play a couple more games there as well. Just wondering how much, if at all, that's helped your confidence to get that win under your belt and spend a little bit more game time in the NHL.
Yeah, of course. Like as soon as I got my first start and then my first win, and I think I played well all the games. It's just shows the progression of me and Petey's work this year. Like my game set and my game plan, and that it works on the NHL level too. And I just need to keep being consistent and play good, and the results are kind of come.
Yeah, I think just trying to keep playing my game and try to create space for them. Obviously, two great players, and I think we complement each other well, and things are going well so far.
A little bit of a different atmosphere tonight playing in the practice rink. Is there any worry about switching off or maybe forgetting that you're not playing in a scrimmage when you're in an atmosphere like that?
I think once the game gets started, it just there's a lot of emotions that are involved, and you kind of just get going, kind of tune out everything else, and it feels like a regular game. I think in practice it maybe felt a little different, but I think once the puck drops and the game starts, you don't really notice it that much.
You get a heavy dose of Manitoba here, 4 in a row. How nice is it to start the set off like this? And what did you guys learn tonight that perhaps you'll take into tomorrow and the rest of the week?
Yeah, I think it's a great way to start a road trip, and obviously a great way to start our stand against them. And they're a good team. They play a hard game, good on the forecheck, but I think we played a solid road game, and I think that showed tonight. And I thought Gus was great for us tonight. He came up with some huge saves, and it was a good game.
Yeah, I really liked our first two periods. It was nice to get the lead and not play from behind, which we've done some earlier in the season. Obviously, young team, third period. We got in some penalty trouble, and they tilted the ice pretty good, and we were having a hard time controlling the momentum, specifically the first 10 minutes. I thought we kind of calmed it down there for a few, for about a 5-minute segment. And then obviously with them down a goal, they made another late push there. But I thought the last, 2.5 minutes of the game, we did a real nice job of protecting the middle of the ice in D zone, and real good job through the neutral zone. And then they weren't able to get back to any structure in OZP there. So, but overall, obviously not the way you write it up in the third period. And, Gus made some really good saves, and anytime you can win a game on the road, you're certainly going to take it and move on.
I was going to ask as well, about Gus a little bit more. Looked like they had 7 or so chances right in tight in the third period, but seemed like he held his own pretty well there late.
Yeah, I thought he was great, especially that third period. The first period, I think we only had them at 4 chances. One was obviously a really, really high-end save. Second period, I think we had them at 6, but nothing crazy in terms of, high-end grade A opportunities, but he certainly looked solid on the net. And then, obviously he was the reason we were able to preserve the win in the third with, like you said, a number of chances within that tight house area. And let's face it, they controlled most of that third period. And Gus was the difference for us in that third period.